Today for the Bitcoin price, we will talk about Bitcoin and one specific event, which is every single year between January and February, shaking up the Bitcoin price every single year. We will talk about what this event is doing for the Bitcoin price in each and every year, and also what is likely to happen this year leading up to the event here, during the event, and even more important, going out of the event. Will we get rejected and find lower prices afterwards, or will the Bitcoin price actually pump towards the upside? We will go through very important and interesting data points here for the Bitcoin price and also through the whole history. This will be jam-packed and extremely interesting, so make sure you take a seat. Make sure you smash up the like button right now. And that being said, welcome crypto friends and welcome back to MMCrypto. My name is Chris, and as always, we are really pumped to go straight into the content. And we are here on the daily chart. And as you can see here, we have marked each and every Chinese New Year for the last couple of 7-8 years. And the vertical orange lines are the Chinese New Years during the bear markets, and the green lines, which you can see right here, are the Chinese New Years after we hit the bear market bottom during the bull markets. There's a very, very interesting pattern in each and every bull market Chinese New Year, not only going into the event, but even more important, going out of the event. And this year, it is going to happen very, very soon, already on the 25th of January 2020. And this year we can already see here on the 25th of January, the Chinese New Year happening again. And as you know, we are in Hong Kong and the people are celebrating it here as well. They are not only celebrating it in China, in Hong Kong, but also in South Korea and Singapore and all over the world. This is extremely significant, guys. We will talk about, first of all, what was happening in the past during the bull markets. And afterwards, we will show you extremely interesting data points here regarding the event. So first of all, in 2019, again, remember, this year it is happening on the 25th of January, and last year it was happening on the 5th of February. And what we can see basically, that the Bitcoin price was dumping into the event, and then very, very important, we were actually pumping out of this event, and it happened, that's also very important, 3 days afterwards. So we can see a 26% pump after the event. In fact, 3 days after the event happened, after the Chinese New Year happened. Well, let's go back in the next one. And this one here was a bear market. It's a vertical orange line. So let's go into the last bull market Chinese New Year. And this one happened on the 28th of January 2017. Zooming in, we can basically see that immediately after the event, again, 3 days after this specific event, the Bitcoin price was pumping out of the event, in fact 48% within 3 weeks, whereas it was dumping into the event. Whereas it was here dumping into the event, we actually had a pump out of this event. If we go even a step further, in 2016, I mean, only looking at 1 or 2 years, that's not significant at all, right? Especially if we are doing fractal analysis. So if we go in 2016, you can see, guys, and I mean, it is getting crazier and crazier as the years pass. We are actually dumping into the event, and we will talk about the qualitative analysis and the reason for that in a few seconds. And then, guys, very important, we were pumping out of the event again. And if we were to measure the pump actually also again 1 or 2 days afterwards, we can see that the price was going up 22% going out of the Chinese New Year during that bull market in 2016. So far, 16, 17 and 19. So let's go one step further. And we can see basically here in February, on the 19th of February, the last Chinese New Year here in 2015, we were basically somehow crazily dumping into that event, even forming here the low of the bear market. And after the event, we have to be honest here, not 2 or 3 days afterwards, but 6 days afterwards, we actually saw a severe pump to the upside for the Bitcoin price. And if we were to measure this pump, once again, we had a pump of approximately 28%. In fact, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 days afterwards. And very important point, this Chinese New Year starts this year on the 25th of January, but it ends on the 28th or 27th. So it's always going for 2 days. So after the event, each and every year, we saw a 22, 28, 48 or something like that % increase going out of this event. So the year before was 2014. That was a bear market. Okay, bear markets behave differently. We have a severe downtrend, but I mean, we could even check out 2013 where the price was pumping in, and afterwards it would actually verify here our assumption. But to be honest, in 2013, Chinese miners and market makers and OTC people were not so much involved into the market. So let's be fair, even though it would verify here our assumption, let's leave 2013 bull market out of the rule here. So we can basically see, zooming out right here on the Bitcoin price, that in 2015, 16, 17 and 19, the price was always dumping into the event and pumping out of the event. Always the exact same pattern. What is likely to happen this year in 2020 on the 25th of January for the Chinese New Year? Before we try to answer that question, let's go into this very, very interesting article we can see here from Box Mining. He is a Chinese, or like he is an influencer from China originally, talking about the Chinese New Year and the Bitcoin price. What he's basically pointing out, and he is very right with that, but it's a bearish approach, that in 2019 we had the Chinese New Year high of $4,041, the Chinese New Year low of $3,350. First of all, this one doesn't show the order of the highs and lows, and also it's not a distinction between bull and bear markets. However, he has a very good point here. So what we know, definitely we have volatility, and we have a big price drop of 17% in 2018, 50%, 2017, 20%, and 2016, 8%. So always we have a drop. What he is missing out here, and that's a very good article to mention, what he is missing out here though is the pump after the event. Very important, he's providing very interesting reasons in the qualitative analysis for this dumps, but even for the pumps, even though it's not mentioned here. And he's saying why the dump is actually happening is cashing out of the new year. So first of all, very important question, are we dumping into the event? As you know, there are still a few more days to go. So he's saying people are cashing out Bitcoin basically for the holidays, but also they are cashing out to put actually fiat money into these red velvets to give it to relatives, but also to people working in big companies below them. Also big companies, he's saying here, are actually giving people 1 or 2 weeks off after the Chinese New Year. What he's also saying is that the mining is unaffected actually, so the people are still keeping on their rigs, but very important, the OTC volumes are actually dropping. So off exchanges you can see volume to drop. Very, very important what he is mentioning here is that it is no secret that market makers and trading bots operate in cryptocurrency markets. In fact, they are responsible for a portion of the market volume. This is the most important point here of the qualitative analysis. He is saying that market makers located in China and other Asian countries will shut down operations for 3 to 5 days due to the public holidays. Even though market making can be automated by trading bots and algorithm, it still requires humans to watch over the daily operations. So the market makers in China and on Chinese exchanges are actually mostly shutting down their business for 3 to 5 days because you need humans to monitor it. So leading into the event, we actually have a very good point of Chinese people dumping the Bitcoin price to pay for all the presents, but leading out of the event, we have a very good point of people actually taking that money and buying Bitcoin, and also the market makers going into their operations again and the OTC volume to increase actually. Only looking at the years of 2015, 16, 17 and 19, there is a very high likelihood at least for this to occur again. So we didn't see the dump. Also this pump is very unlikely, so we don't know what is really going to happen. But what was every single year very consistent was a severe uptrend between 20 and 50% of the Bitcoin price leading out of the halving. Like 3 to 4 weeks after the halving, we always see this severe uptrend of Bitcoin. So the question right now is, will we see that again, once again this year? Let us know in the poll, which is popping up on top of the screen right now. Will the Bitcoin price pump after the halving of the Chinese New Year? dump after the halving of the Chinese New Year, or will there be a consolidation or no effect whatsoever? Click the poll on top of the screen right now and let us know, and also leave your thoughts and your specific price targets for February in the comment section down below. That being said, we just thought this is an amazing and interesting fractal to look at, and we have some qualitative arguments to back it up. Also very important, if you want to trade that, make sure you are an experienced trader. If you are, we have a welcome bonus going on with Bybit. It is in the pinned comment down below. If you click that link here on top of the pinned comments, actually down below, click the link and you get within 24 seconds your own account. It is only for experienced traders. After an initial deposit, you get a free welcome bonus of $90, which you can use, and you can withdraw the profits from that welcome bonus as well. So let us know what you think about that, guys. Very important. Also very important, guys, we have a Twitter post here down below. If you check that out, it is also in the pinned comment, and you can see basically we had a very nice speech here in front of 12,000 people, guys. So make sure you click the like on the tweet, you retweet it, and leave some love there in the comments, because like talking in front of 12,000 people, it was just like very crazy. So thank you so much for supporting us, guys. Thank you so much for liking the video, for being subscribed to watch our daily videos on the MMCrypto channel. And that being said, guys, we will see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, as always, bye bye.